Hello, everybody. This is a business opportunity presentation. Today is Thursday, October 31st, and we're going to hear from Wangechi Hungu from Kenya. Some of her favorite things of why she has chosen this company that we're going to invite you and that we have so many good things to tell you about. So let me introduce Wangechi. I met Wangechi a couple of years ago, and one of the things that I love is that she is always so willing to upgrade herself in leadership. She always has in the past been there when I need her. So she shows this level of commitment to the team and to wanting to learn more. And I appreciate, Wangechi, very much your leadership. But today I want to learn a little bit more about you. And so the first question I have is, how does Wangechi come to For Life? Who introduces For Life to her? Like, how did you find out and why did you say yes?
Wow, thank you, Claudia, for that very warm welcome. It made me feel so good. How I got to know about For Life, it's through a friend, a lady called Tricia, somebody I have interacted a lot with, and there was an overlap in some of our interests, and it on matters health. And as we were talking, she told me about For Life. It was a bit technical the first time, so I went and did my own research on the transfer factor molecule, the transfaceutical science, and what I read, I think just it made me make my decision pretty quick, and I signed up almost immediately after doing my own research. So for me, the science was a big pull factor. Yeah, even before I went to the product, the science is what drew me in.
Very good. So before I jump into what you love about the science and we talk a little bit more about this great company, I want to go back to knowing a little bit of Wangechi. Like, who is Wangechi? What is your background? What do you do?
Well,
What do you love?
okay. Wangechi, I'm Kenyan. This what I love music, I love reading, and well,
What is your
other than that,
background?
my
Tell me a little
background,
bit about your background.
okay. Um, training, education wise, I've trained as a teacher. However, I worked in the field of HR and I worked for quite some time, but the job market has not been, it's been full of change here and there. This saw me lose my job. You know, the job security angle was no longer there. And I had been in network marketing for quite some time. But you know, there's the safety net that comes with being in employment. So when that is kind of like pulled away from you, you have to now look at what you have. Because I had been in network marketing previously, but until that happened, you know, like my back was against the wall. I had to explore other avenues for getting income. And secondly, at the point in life where I am at, health is real. Health needs, health issues are real. So I'm not so young. I'm approaching 50. So the younger me may not have been interested in supplements, but the present me is forever looking, you know, on things that can help my life and those around me, as well as my age mates, because my circle is people who we have like more or less similar needs, matters health. So that is kind of like what keeps me going. The potential for myself and for my circle of friends and to take it from there.
Wow, I'm 52, so I am right there with you. It is perfect that you and I got introduced into this great company. So when you read a little bit and you went into the science and you said, "Wow, you know what? My friend Trisha um, talked to me about this. I already have some experience, like you said, and so for you, it was more like there was a change of company. And so I want to see your angle, and I want to really hear this angle, which you said, I had already been in different companies. I had a network marketing background, And we always dream to have one like that, somebody that has already been in some companies and they're just finding the perfect one. So, what are a couple of things from the For Life company that we have and that we are introducing to our guests that you said, wow, this is the one. I really want this one. What enticed you?
I think for me, because like the companies I had been with, there's one that's based in the UK. So there was the element of bringing in products, the burden of clearing and everything, bringing in products from another country to Kenya. It had so many challenges. And even as Tricia talked to me about For Life, I had been with another company, but things were really not so structured. Yeah. It's like almost always having to have a go-between. And for me, For Life really, it was like a breath of fresh air. For one, it's really structured. Just about everything I need is on app, it's on the website. Even as I'm talking to somebody about the product or the opportunity, I don't really need to go scoring the internet looking for things. All the resources are there, at the tap of a finger, at the click of a button.
I am absolutely with you because I also had a network marketing background in the corporate level, and what I found with For Life was that they already had a lot of the things that this previous company that was a lot older. It was like 100 years old, but they did not get themselves ready for what was coming. And I find that For Life is always ready. They're always upgrading the app, making sure the app is fast. It's got all the things that we need, and all the social media ads are talking to today's needs. Like you just even the things that I love the way that they do their shorts and their reels, and everything is done how it needs to be done today. It doesn't look old and it doesn't look ancient and like it's not going to target the right people. And so I am with you that I think this company has everything ready for us, and I just need to grab it and use it. Grab it and use it and do my work, which is to share. So I'm with you on that. And you talked
I'd
about
like
the
to.
science. And so you said, I really loved, and I went deep into research. You also said you love reading. So it kind of, you're going through what you're telling us. You love reading and you love research. You had already been in different companies with different products. But you said science captivated me. And so let's talk a little bit about what are your favorite things about the science of transfer factor? Why did you say this is different? I can I can take this for my life and my family.
Okay, just a little bit about the previous company. The health products, it was relatively new. And most times when you want to like recommend a product, it is not backed by, solid fact. It's more or less hearsay. And depending on the kind of people you're interacting to, even as they buy into me first as the individual, there's some element of confidence and some element of pride that comes with presenting something. There's a lot of data. There's research that's backing up the product. And, it's not like a gamble. Yeah. And the transfer factor molecule, that just about changes everything, because absolutely no other company offers that. It might be complicated to a lot of people, but if you break it down to the benefits, it will do the talking for you, the talking in quotes.
What's your favorite product, Wangechi? That one,
think
I know you're going to say, oh, I can't choose, because I get this question and I don't know which one to choose. But if you only had to choose one, what's your favorite product?
I think I'd go with the transfer factor plus. Yes, because and why I say that, it was among the first products that I introduced to my family, my husband, and even my boy. And I remember I had a cold that had really bugged me for 3 days. I could not even bend without feeling like my head is about to fall off. And when I took that product, the relief was almost immediate. So like sometimes you may not like really know what to recommend, but you can never go wrong with the transfer factor because other products have that. But this in itself, I think is my favorite.
I have to say that I have other favorite products, but if I could
Mm-hmm.
only choose one, you're absolutely
Mm-hmm.
right. I would go with Transfer Factor Plus because that's
Mm-hmm.
actually our star product everywhere in the world, right? It's almost going to be like it's going to find what your immune system needs, and then it's going
Mm-hmm.
to support that specific situation. And so it's like a one that does it all, right? But I
Yeah.
I I also love Renewal. And so, but it doesn't have enough transfer factor if I would have to only take one. But Renewal is
Mm-hmm.
my second to go product. And what's your second favorite product? If you could take TF Plus, what would be the second one?
Fiber system.
Fiber
It's
system?
good.
You
Yeah,
like fiber?
it's really good.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Now
It
let's
sorts
talk.
you out. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about what attracted you to. You said, okay, you know what? I can give this product to my family. I'm already,
Mm-hmm.
creating additional income through network companies. Like you already knew
Mm-hmm.
the way that the system works,
Mm-hmm.
and because this is more of an interview, it's you know we're gonna have a nice recording of your view, so we're not trying to educate. If people don't know what network marketing is, please ask the person that shared this video with you. But what we do want to show you is what impacted Wangechi, who had already been in network marketing companies, was already looking the for the way to create additional income since the job the job environment had failed her like it fails many of us, and there was no job security. And so what impacted you of our compensation plan, or what did you say to yourself when you said, I'm going to do for life as a business, not just as a customer, not just to, you became a leader, which is you're actively recruiting other people that they can make their lives better through for life. So when you made that decision, compensation wise, what did you love? What was the thing that impacted you?
The speed with which the money almost gets back to you. Yeah. Because in previous companies, you have to almost wait until the end of month. And sometimes even then the payment would come within the first week of the new month. But with for life, it's different.
And you're in
Once
Kenya, so it changes from
Mhm,
country to country. But just to share
mhm,
with us in Kenya
mhm.
specifically, are the payments
Yes.
daily, weekly, or monthly?
If you have sold a product and there's an element of direct profit, it should come at least within the following day. But now there's the one that looks at the month in its entirety. That one is of course like a monthly kind of payment, but there is the regular kind of payment within 24 hours and the monthly one. It's
And, and,
structured. It's
and
something
I
you can
love
depend on. Mhm,
Wangechi. That's incredible. I learned something new about Kenya. I didn't know
mhm,
that it was like this. So that's
mhm,
fantastic. Thank you for
mhm,
sharing. This is
mhm,
how people get paid in the majority of countries where there is a
mhm,
corporate office, like
mhm,
Colombia, which Anna is in, United States, which Adriana and Rita are in,
mhm,
and other countries. Now, in Canada, we do get paid monthly. The whole
mhm,
payment goes into monthly. So it will depend on what country. Now I'm happy because they have added the option of pro pay, which is now I just got a credit card and they'll put the money in there. I'm not very sure if it's going to be bi-weekly. I think they said I'm going to get paid faster. I just still don't know how much faster, but they said you won't have to wait from a whole month anymore. I like the month because it was piled up everything and he just made a bigger payment. But you know what? People want their money fast. And I think that that's the number one thing I love selling about For Life North America, which is like there's not a lot of companies that pay daily. Just like you said, you get a rapid reward and immediately you'll see that money in the bank account the next day. And so for me, just like you, Wangechi, even though I don't have it in my country, I love to
mhm,
promote it, especially for
mhm.
people in America or people with the corporate offices. Very good. Is there anything else that you want to add before we close? I've had a lot of fun doing this with you, Wangechi, and I learned a lot from you. Is there anything else that you would tell people out there that are listening to us?
Ah. Okay, what I can say, the health and wellness industry is pretty large and there's a lot of opportunity. If one is to make a choice, for sure, For Life would be the best company to go with. The products, they work, the community, it's so vibrant. I love the professionalism there within the community and how everything is kind of structured. You know, it's not like a hit or a miss kind of thing. Everything is well put together.
Well, Wangechi, thank you so much. And I love that you're part of the structure. The structure is that we have Zoom rooms for people that need to learn about product on Tuesdays with Dr. Regina, and on Wednesday nights and Thursday mornings, or Wednesday nights and Thursday mornings, depending on the country you're in. You have your business opportunity where you can bring your guests. We have Mentor Monday on Mondays with Dave and Gabby, or one of the other mentors. And so we have so much access to training. The company already has 26 years. Like you said, we just have to do one thing: bring transfer factor to the world. That is the one thing. If you do that, you can have a business in 100 countries if you choose to. So I love that. Thank you, Wangechi. I'm gonna close the recording. But if you are watching this video, if it comes to your hands because somebody shared it with you, ask the person that shared with you more about how you can change your life, your health, your income with For Life, and in any country that you are, and we will be happy to invite you to be part of our family and our community that is here waiting to help you as well. Thank you so much.